Malubris back again yet with another segment. Today we're celebrating Cerebos' 80th birthday, and with that being said, we'll be making some spicy and sweet meatballs. So let's start. Before we start the entire thing, you know normally when you do meatballs you need some breadcrumbs, but this time around we're not gonna need that. We're gonna be making them with the instant noodles that you see here. This can be doubled up as your breadcrumbs so that it can bind everything up. So let's start because we're gonna need a lot of things as you're seeing at this present moment. First thing first, we'll be needing our meat. Obviously you'll be using minced meat, and then from there onwards we'll be taking our egg as part of the binder, cracking them inside your bowl. You just need one, you don't need a lot, just one. And you do know that when you're making your meatballs, you're gonna need some breadcrumbs. No, you don't need that. Actually, you need this. This is what we're gonna be making use of. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your packet, just one, you don't need a lot, just one of this, and then you're gonna open them up. And then as soon as you open it up, you're gonna take it, just crumble it. Make sure that you crumble it. You're gonna crumble them in like that. That's all you need. You don't need to make sure they are too crumbled. Then from there onwards, rura actually it means to mix. It's an Afrikaner word that Ndebele people have actually borrowed from Afrikaner people. So you're gonna mix everything together and make sure that your hands are washed, because you'll be using bare hands to make sure that everything is well incorporated. So don't worry much about this, because also you're gonna need to clean your hands and put in some yumminess in it, because minced meat and all of this inside, it won't taste good, guys. You need something to make it taste good. So let me quickly wash my hands. I'm coming back. I just need to wash my hands and make sure that I put everything in. When you're done cleaning your hands, your garlic. You're gonna take your garlic, and if you don't like garlic, oh my gosh, it's 2025. You're gonna do better it, and then after you're gonna take your thyme, and then if you don't have thyme, you can make use of mixed herbs. Then also you're gonna take your paprika, you put it in there. You know I love paprika. And then this one, it's optional, but I would prefer if you use it. It's gonna be your chili. Then you're gonna pour it in. From there onwards, you make sure that you mix everything together. So take your time mixing, make sure that everything is well incorporated, because you don't want one meatball to be nice and juicy and flavorful and the rest are dull. So make sure that you rura everything perfectly so. And one thing I can tell, your hands, you need to wash them, because you need to use your hands in order to get everything rura all in time. So as for me, I'll be using this because I'm a pro. Then from now onwards, you're gonna scoop them out, whichever size you prefer. They can be the smallest to the biggest, and then you're gonna roll them up like this. Don't mind the sizes, obviously. We are humans, so sizes are gonna differ. So this is what you're gonna be basically doing. Make sure that you roll them nicely like this. You don't need to complicate things. These are already like ball-like. So you can also scoop the littlest and then round it up. Then here's your meatball. This is all you need. So I remember doing my first meatballs, I thought meatballs, you have to buy them only at the shop. Later on in life, I realized that you can actually make them by yourself. All you need is a few ingredients and also the magic of Cerebos, because we haven't salted them. I'll show you how to salt them, because sometimes as people, we tend to forget that whenever you use salt, not only you use it to bring flavor into your food, but to also enhance other flavors that you have inserted into whatever thing you are doing. Like now we've inserted thyme, and we don't know exactly how thyme tastes like. So salt, actually what it does, it lightens up the entire thyme, and then you get like a burst of flavor. And also salt, you can use it to preserve your food. But what we are doing at this present moment, we're making sure that our thyme, our garlic, they also have like a burst of flavor combined with salt. So if you didn't know that, now you know. So this is what we're doing here, but I'll show you how to use salt later. because for now we just need to get the perfect sizes and also as many meatballs as possible. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna light up the stove. As you can see, place our pan, as you see, oopsie daisy, and then we're gonna put in our cooking oil. You can make use of any kind of cooking oil that you prefer. Kamontlong can be avocado oil, as long as it can take the temperature, then you're good to go. Even your coconut oil, you're still good to go. You're gonna wait for it to heat up a bit, and from then onwards, we're gonna take the meatballs and then put them in here. Once you put them in here, that's when you're gonna start sprinkling your sauce so that it can have that burst of flavor. So let's wait for our cooking oil for now. It won't take time, but yeah, let's see. Then it's time for you to dumpetsa your meatballs. So you're gonna take them one by one and then put them in there. Careful of the cooking oil. Then one by one. Take your time, don't be in a hurry. Because you know, cooking nice food takes time, so don't be in a hurry. Unless if you're rushing to go somewhere. But if you're cooking, I would say stop all your plans, focus on cooking. And one thing I love about Cerebos, guys, I'm whatever age I am, but I grew up seeing Cerebos, and also my family used to cook it with it so much, to a point whereby it became something that I love cooking with. Without Cerebos, there's nothing, entirely nothing when it comes to salt. That's why I love it so much, because guys, it's part of our family. And if we're being for reals, Cerebos is also our granny, if I put it that way. It qualifies to be my granny, because I think my granny is the same age as Cerebos. So from here onwards, pendola, and then pendola, that's when you're gonna start salting them. And take your time also when you do that, because you don't want your meatballs to crack or lose shape. So you can also do this if you want to save time, or you can do this if you're scared of shaking your pan. So whichever way you prefer, please do that. As soon as you see that everything is browning, you're gonna quickly take your salt. Gonna drizzle it inside, just a bit. Remember, we didn't salt it. So now we're salting it because we want everything to shine. And also we're gonna take our pepper. Of course, we're gonna be using the Cerebos pepper. And then you grind it inside. There's never enough pepper, eh? I won't tell you how much you put in, but there's never enough pepper. So from then onwards, we're gonna make sure that they are nicely browned. Keep doing that, don't be scared. You're gonna see they're gonna start forming a nice color sooner or later. And also remember what I told you about the noodles. They haven't lost shape as yet. They're still firm. As soon as you see that they have like a nice color, you can add a bit of butter in it. And then once the butter starts melting, we're gonna add some other stuff in it. I'll show you just now. I'm just waiting for the butter to melt. With the butter also, it's just for flavor. If you don't have butter, it's still fine. You can skip that part, but I would prefer if you have butter. See how they look now? So all you're gonna need this. This is your chili oil, any kind of chili oil. You're gonna need your Worcestershire sauce. You don't have to know how to pronounce it. Also, you're gonna need your sweet chili. And you're gonna need your tomato puree, or you can make use of tomato sauce. So from there, you continue the process. Don't be afraid to shake them up so that everything can be nicely coated. and also place them on your stove so that they can cook until the inside of it is nicely cooked. So this is the sauce that we needed to do, and from here onwards we'll be making the cheese sauce so that they are nicely coated with the cheese sauce and they have like the burst of flavor also. So this is our final stage where we'll be making a bechamel sauce, and then we're gonna turn it into a cheese sauce. So first thing first, you're gonna need your butter. This way we don't compromise. You just need butter. You're gonna put in your butter and then you're gonna melt it. And then as soon as it melts, I'm gonna show you another trick here. As soon as it melts, you're gonna put in your onions so that it has a burst of flavor also. Remember, we're working with flavors because 80th birthday of Cerebos. No ways we're gonna miss flavors. So we need the flavors and then rura up until it melts. And then as soon as it melts, you're gonna put in your onions and then you make sure that you sweat them or you condense flavor because they are packed with flavor. You don't need a lot, you just need a few inside. And then the moment they sizzle, rura, don't stop, because here we're gonna stir, because we need to make sure that everything is nice and it has that cheesy effect, and also our bechamel sauce, it doesn't have lumps. And then as soon as you see where it's well incorporated with your onions, I'm not sure if you can see, but you see it has melted. This is when you're gonna need your flour. Gonna weigh in your flour, and if you want to get the perfect measurements for flour and your butter, just know that 1 ratio of butter equals to 1 ratio of flour. That's the best way to get it. As for me, I eyeball everything. Then from here onwards, you're gonna mix everything up. Make sure there are no lumps. You can also make use of your whisk. And as soon as you see that the flour has died down and now it's edible, you're gonna start putting in your milk. And with your milk, you can put in bit by bit, khanyane, up until you get the right consistency. And then from then onwards, you can stop if the consistency is good. But if your consistency is too thick, you're gonna need more milk. And then if it's too thin, you're gonna need more flour. As for me, the consistency is thick, so it means I'm gonna need more milk. As soon as you put in your milk, make sure that you lower your heat so that you can have the perfect consistency of bechamel sauce. And once you see that you have the perfect consistency, you're gonna weigh in your cheese. You're gonna start with the mozzarella one for that cheesy effect. Mozzarella does give your sauces that cheesy effect. If you didn't know, now you know. And then also for that layered part of the cheese sauce, you can put in some Parmesan cheese. Then from there onwards, you're gonna stir up until you get this cheesy effect. But it's gonna take some time before you get it, because you just need to stir everything in and mix it up until you get like a perfect consistency. And then once you get like the perfect consistency, we're gonna weigh in the star of the show, our peppercorn from these Cerebos. So we haven't gotten it as yet, so you need to keep on stirring. Take your time, don't be in a hurry. I told you, when you cook, you don't need to be in a hurry. Like how Cerebos actually got it right. 80 years in the business, they took their time, so you also need to take your time. Just give it some time. It will be there. Remember, we have lowered our heat, so the cheese hasn't completely melted. But if you see it doesn't happen, you can weigh in more mozzarella. And also remember, we've used some onions, so they might be blocking the cheesiness. So from then onwards, we're gonna put in our pepper as our final touch, just to give it like the husa. And just like that, we are done. Depending on the cheesiness you want, this is the runny cheesiness that I want to complement our meatballs. So we are completely done. You're gonna make sure that your water is boiling, and as soon as your water is boiling, you're gonna open your packet of noodles and you're gonna take it out and put them in. And also your spice, put it in. And did you know that Cerebos has six different flavors of noodles? So I decided to make use of two different ones, one for our meatballs and one for our noodles. And just like that, you're gonna make sure that everything is well cooked. From then onwards, you are ready to serve your noodles and spicy meatballs. And now you're gonna gauge whether your noodles are perfect or not. As for me, these noodles are perfect. I'm gonna need to put them in a separate bowl and then we start plating. I just love noodles, guys. And now it's time for us to plate, guys. So you can plate it however way you want to plate it. So I'll be using this nice plate that I have here. And I'm gonna make sure that it's 5-star hotel plating. Bear with me, we'll be done soon. Then you're gonna come with your meatballs on top. There we go. We can line them up as you like. You can put 3, you can put 5, whatever number makes sense to you. So for me, 4 makes sense. Oopsie, this one wants to fall. You ain't going nowhere, buddy. So from here, we're gonna take the sauce. Let me quickly get a spoon for the sauce. Then we're gonna put our sauce just there in the middle, so our meatballs don't look dry, and obviously they're not dry, juicy. And on top of it, we're gonna put some sauce. I needed a different spoon, but this whisk will work. Don't worry about it. So we're gonna drip it there to make it cheesy. You can put as much as you want. See how it runs, Cerebos. Dile monate. Bye bye.